Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fandom Fights for officially, technically, the first match of the season. Yeah, technically not. We had something else. You saw it, but this is the first match of the regular season, technically. And we're here, and from what I've heard before we hit go live, this is going to be a powerhouse match. We have two players who are here feeling 100% ready to go for the season opener of Fandom Fights. They've taken it so seriously. They're pumped. Nick is here. Nick, we got Kaiser going up against Mike. What do you think?
Webster defines sarcasm as Tim.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I'm excited, though. I think these are very evenly matched competitors. Kaiser obviously having a great showing in Last One Standing.
Yes.
He's had some high-profile wins with his defeat of Cameron Holtzman in the tournament last year. So he's done great. Mike Shea had a great comeback season last year. He didn't lose. He went 2-0. So they're both kind of on a high right now in terms of their fandom play, despite how they may be feeling this particular evening. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, let's get into it right now with the promos.
Yep. Hey, listen. I have COVID right now, okay? I'm not talking at my best. I'm not thinking at my best. I'm barely breathing as it is. Thank God I'm already overweight and need a CPAP to sleep at night. But listen, not even that is going to keep me down today. It's been a while since I've been here, but I haven't gotten rusty. I haven't lost my edge. I'm like a really well-sharpened knife. You never really have to worry about it when you're slicing your tomatoes. So if Kaiser's the tomato and I'm the knife, I'm going to slice slices of Kaiser and put them into a salad and eat the salad so I lose weight so I don't need the CPAP anymore. There's some logic in there. I don't know. Take from that what you will. Let's hear what Kaiser has to say.
Kaiser, Bubby, so glad to have you back in Fun DMC. Whether you're a tomato or not, I'm excited for you to be here, even though you're incredibly sleep deprived. So with that in mind, how do you feel coming into this?
I'm going to be honest. Mike's whole talk about sandwiches made me like really freaking hungry. So, but I feel okay, about as okay as you can on a 3-hour sleep. Let's just have a good time.
Yeah, let's beat him quick so you can get your food in.
And sleep.
Nick, any thoughts on those promos?
Some mind games going on, Tim. I don't know if we told the players, but this is part of a title picture. The winner is one step closer to a shot at the title. So perhaps if the winner will feel better next time they play.
Yeah. Let's get into it with round number one. How's it going to work, Nick?
Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. You'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down, in which case you will reveal your answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer will be worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one? Alrighty then. Your first question will come in the category of James Bond. What is the profession of Francisco Scaramanga, the main villain of The Man with the Golden Gun?
Do you own anything that is golden?
Like real?
Sure.
No.
Colored.
Like gold colored?
Yeah.
I would say my saxophone is brass, but like it's kind of.
Ooh, Bucky just ran back up to the house quickly. Why don't you get the countdown going?
4, 5, 4, 3.
Come on.
1. Pens down. We'll go to Kaiser.
I'm not sure how to describe him, like professional hitman / assassin.
And Mike.
It's an arms dealer.
Hitman, assassin is correct. We can accept Kaiser's answer.
All right. We'll get your next question in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Wizarding World film features a character obsessed with listening to a radio broadcast that announces missing people? So right before we started, I let Bucky out. He's been very depressed today because Mama is at work. But he finally said, hey, I got to go outside. So I let him out. And then he ran like 7 laps and jumped up into the window like a crazy person. And now he's eating his dinner. So
Great.
That's an update on Bucky. 3,
A simple life.
2, 1. Pens down. He watched movies with me all day. Let's go to Mike
The Deathly Hallows Part 2.
and Kaiser.
Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Part 1 is correct.
Okay.
So Kaiser leads 2-0. Nick, what's next?
Your third question comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. The question is, who plays human seller Limbo in Planet of the Apes 2001?
Now he's looking for some scritches on his booty.
Wow. What a life. No, we can imagine it.
5, 4. He's being really cute right now. 2, 1. Pens down. Mama's going to get home in the middle of this match, and the place is going to erupt. Hi. Let's get into the answers, starting with Mike.
Michael Clark Duncan?
We'll go to Kaiser.
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti is correct. Both in the film, though. Both in the film. Your next question is going to come from the category of DC. Lulu the guinea pig, the main villain of DC League of Super Pets, used to belong to which DC supervillain? This movie rocks.
Yeah. I laughed a lot.
Big fan. This is one of those movies that is like 3 out of 5 stars for me, but I think I like it more than I give it credit for. It's really funny.
I watched it on a plane
4, 3,
and in my
2,
bedroom.
1. Pens down. Kaiser, let's go to you.
Lex Luthor.
And Mike.
Lex Luthor.
That is correct. So Mike gets on the board. It is 4-1. What's next?
Your next question comes in the category of American Spies. Your question is, which family member of Sean Miller's does Jack Ryan kill at the beginning of Patriot Games?
Are you a fan of these ones, the Jack Ryan ones?
So far.
You're like halfway through them?
Yeah, they're good.
Nice.
I like them.
There's only one of them that I really don't care for. The rest of them are pretty good.
Great.
5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
Wife?
And Kaiser.
Clear and presentation sucks, brother.
Brother is correct. Which one did you say, Sean?
Clear and present danger.
Oh, that's not even the one I was talking about. Let's do your next question. What is it, Nick? Or is it mine? It's me. Hey. The question is in the category of sci-fi icons. In Michael Bay's Transformers, the first Decepticon to confront Sam about the glasses disguises himself as what specific kind of car? This is another movie that's like the Super Pets, where it's like it's probably not that great and probably like a 3-star movie, but I kind of love it. Like I kind of love this movie.
Don't compare this to DC League of Super Pets.
That's fair. That's fair.
The first Transformers is fine.
I am quoted on an episode of Logged It saying that Citizen Kane is as good as Dark of the Moon. So that is a real quote that I said. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
Monster Truck.
And Mike.
Police car?
Police car is correct.
Right.
So Mike digs into that lead a little bit, making it 5-2. What's next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of the Worlds of DC. And your question is, what was the last Worlds of DC film to feature Henry Cavill? Oh, goodness.
So did you watch all the Transformers though?
Yes.
Including okay, interesting. What'd you think overall?
You got the touch.
That's fair. That's fair.
You got the power.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
Black Adam.
And Kaiser.
R.I.P. Black Adam.
Black Adam is correct. 6-3. Your next question is going to come in the category of Middle Earth, my favorite. Who initially warns the company of Beorn's presence after spotting him at the beginning of the Desolation of Smaug? Beorn. Smaug. Desolation. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
Bilbo Baggins.
And Mike.
Ballin.
Bilbo is correct. So, Nick, what is next?
Yeah, we'll move to your penultimate question, which comes in the category of Star Trek. The question is, in Star Trek First Contact, Picard calls Worf a coward for suggesting to do what?
One of my favorite things to this day is you and me arguing about Star Trek in the Fanzone debate title match. Was that fan? Yeah, it was Fanzone by that point. Yeah, it was.
I didn't play in the other one.
Still, I lost the point, and it was still one of my favorite things ever because, like, just the way you were reacting to things I was saying. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Yes, like that. Let's go to Mike.
Abandoned ship and self-destruct.
Let's go to Kaiser.
Abandon the Enterprise.
We can accept both of those answers. So it is 8-4 as we get into the final question of the round in the category of Pixar. In Luca, what is the name of the race that Julia enters every year?
Yeah, it's a huge debate tactic of mine, is to pretend there are people sitting around me and to be like,
I do that on call. Anytime anybody says anything I think is stupid, I just kind of do the,
you hear this guy? This guy really
around the world. I can't believe what you just said. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
The Porto Rosso Cup.
And Mike.
I didn't pull it.
Porto Rosso Cup is correct. So with that, Kaiser having a really strong round one, getting his total up to 9 to Mike's 4. Is that what you have, Nick?
What I have, Tim.
All right, we're going to get into round number 2. Here is how it is going to work. Nick is going to tell you how it's going to work.
Oh, you were going to take it. All right.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep it. They spin the second time. We'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like to check down the multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
On the wheel today is YA, Jimmy B, DreamWorks, Wizarding World, Star Trek, Quotes, Star Wars, and Pixar. And of course, this wheel today is brought to you by Best Buy. Get a webcam so you can play trivia. So we'll bring in Jake. Kaiser and Jake, would you like to spin first or defer to Mike?
First of all, great job. If this is what you're like on 3 hours sleep, I'm scared to think what you're like on 8. But I'd say you can go second though.
Yeah,
if that's what you're
so
doing.
too. Yeah, so
let's
that
go. Let's
might
go
go
first.
first. Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be the spin for Mr. Shea. It lands on Pixar. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again.
All right. This is going to be what you are stuck with. It lands on opponent's choice. So we'll bring back in Jake. I'll pull up your categories again, and you guys can make a choice.
There's only one category that I hate on this field, and his name is quotes. So
Yeah, but Mike is pretty good at quotes. He's like one of the few who actually can pull some stuff in it. So I would say I was leaning Bond as well. So I think that's the move. Give him Bond.
Okay.
Because I know that's another one you would like to avoid.
yeah, so we'll give Mike Bond.
Okay. Nick, would you please go ahead and give Mike his questions in the category of James Bond?
Gladly. Mike, you prepared for your questions in the category of James Bond.
As prepared as I can be.
Fantastic. Your first question. In which Bond film is Bond shot off of a moving train by an ally at the start of the film?
Skyfall.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. How many times has Caroline Bliss played Miss Moneypenny?
Three.
That is incorrect. Kaiser, chance for a 2-point steal. That is correct for a 2-point steal.
Okay.
Is it the 2 Daltons?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Mike, your third question.
Mm.
How specifically does the main villain Kamal Khan die in Octopussy?
Oh. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, he blows himself up, B, a plane crash, C, stabbed by throwing knives, or D, he falls off a cliff?
C.
C is incorrect. Kaiser chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, he blows himself up, B, a plane crash, C, stabbed by throwing knives, or D, falls off a cliff.
B.
B is correct for a 1-point steal.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, your penultimate question in James Bond. What country is Natalia from in GoldenEye?
God. Multiple choice.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Russia, B, England, C, South Africa, or D, China?
Oh, Russia.
That is correct for 1 point.
I thought it was more specific than that. Okay, never mind.
All right, and Mike, your final question. Anya Amasova is better known by what code name in The Spy Who Loved Me?
Oh, I never saw this one. Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, 777, B, Agent T, C, XXX, or D, 001?
Triple X.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, so Mike gets his total up to 8.
That's what I have, Tim. Yep.
And with the steal, Kaiser's at 12.
That's also what I have.
Okay, so we will get back the wheel and Mr. Meltzer for the spin for Kaiser. And it lands on spinner's choice.
Okay, fine.
Get that sandwich, man. You want to do YA? Is that what?
Well, yeah.
What are you
Wizarding
most
World is
comfortable with here? Wizarding World?
Wizarding World is my best category, so yes.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that I think you can sweep that. So yeah, let's go Wizarding World.
Let's go Wizarding World. Yeah.
All right, Kaiser, I will give you your questions in the category of the Wizarding World. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your first question. The character Irma Dugard appears in which Wizarding World film?
Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Which character suggests flying so that Dumbledore's army can get to London from Hogwarts to try and save Sirius in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix?
Luna Lovegood.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Who voices Aragog in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
Multiple choice.
All right, your answers are A, Benicio del Toro, B, Julian Glover, C, Joe Pantoliano,
Joey Pence.
Yes, or D, Jeremy Irons.
Is Julian Glover.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your fourth question. What does the Cruciatus Curse do to the people it is used on in the Wizarding World?
Well, it makes people feel extreme pain, and in very extreme cases, make them lose their minds. Final answer.
We can accept that for 2 points. All right, and here's the situation. If Kaiser hits this question for any point value, it will be a knockout. So, Kaiser, your question. How many creatures does Newt have to leave with the guard before going to see Theseus in Erkstag prison in The Secrets of Dumbledore?
Just to be safe, I'll go multiple choice.
All right, your options are A1, B2, C3, D5.
2.
And your winner by way of knockout, Kaiser. The answer was 2. Specifically, I believe Pickett in the Niffler. Final score of 20-8. Nick, what'd you think of the match?
Yeah, listen, man. Kaiser came out swinging, and Mike didn't play bad. I don't think Mike played bad. He had maybe a rough round one, maybe a little bit of rust he had to kick off. He didn't participate in last one standing. It's been a little bit since he played last, and the dude was sick. So all of those things considered, I think Mike played really great, but Kaiser missed one question.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's gross.
On apparently 3 hours of sleep. So as we said, this is sort of a title picture. Kaiser's looking scary.
Yeah, let's get into the post-match interviews. We'll start with Mike Shea.
Mike, thank you for coming back. We love having you.
Yeah, I wish I was in better
shape. For sure. We hope you feel better. Like I said, all those things considered, I still think you played really well. You clearly know what you know. We love having you here. We can't wait to have you back. Even though the match didn't go maybe the way you were expecting today. So how are you feeling about it, and are you looking to come back?
I'm feeling okay. You know, the stuff I missed was stuff I just genuinely didn't know. There was a lot of stuff in this match that's not in my wheelhouse. You know, when we saw what the categories are going to be beforehand, I remember thinking like, I'm going to have to work for this one for sure. And I definitely did. You know, Kaiser's scary. Kaiser is an intimidating opponent. He knows his stuff. So like, only thing I'm really embarrassed about is just that I sound and feel like crap. Like other than that, the stuff I missed, I knew I was going to miss. So I'm not sitting here feeling like, oh, I missed stuff I should have known. It's like, I wasn't going to pull it. So
yeah, no, man, you got that like low voice going on there. You know what I mean? And you also have to take into account that you had the opponent's spinners combination.
Yeah,
throw that into the mix too. And on top of all of that, I think you still play great. So, Mike, we can't wait to have you back. We'll definitely see you again later in the season.
Awesome.
But go get some rest, feel better. As we bring in our winner today, Kaiser, who apparently on 3 hours of sleep. So, if you got a full night's sleep, would you have missed no questions? Is that what I'm hearing here, or you missed one question? That's insane.
Maybe, who knows?
Kaiser, you I think you're one of the people to watch this year. Obviously, there are people who sort of cemented themselves. No, don't shake your head at me. You just missed one question. You can't be like, no. Obviously, there's people like Joe, Brittany out there who've sort of cemented themselves. I think this is going to be a year where people sort of emerge to maybe join like a higher class of fandom player. I think you could be one of those people. You've set yourself up pretty nicely here to maybe challenge for a belt right at the beginning of the year. So how are your thoughts on the match today? And then I'll tell you what's in store for you for the future.
I'm pretty happy with my round one. Like the Transformers question, I don't give a fuck because Michael Bay Transformers, fuck those movies. But and then for round two, yeah, I should have gotten more points. But you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I feel bad for Mike. Like COVID and opponent choice is like, you know, the best combination ever, as we all know. So yeah, I feel bad, but I'm excited that I'm moving on. And more importantly, I'm excited to have Jake here in the corner.
Yeah.
Excited
Jake,
to be
first foray, or I don't know, it's probably not your first
official,
foray, official in the official title. Yeah. So how do you think Kaiser did in his first match?
I mean, it's hard to do better. If the one question you miss is in a Michael Bay Transformers movie or any Transformers movie, really, yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, just like Kaiser said, like I felt bad for Mike. With like as someone who's also had to play a match while in the throes of COVID, and the top of that, just getting opponents and spinner's choice. It's just, yeah, that's kind of just how it goes. But yeah, I think Kaiser is somebody, he's been putting in the work, and I know he is a little bit hard on himself sometimes, kind of like his new team partner, but I can work with that as we saw last year. So I'm really excited to see where he goes, and I'm really excited to go on the ride with him.
Awesome. Well, that ride will continue very shortly, as you, as I said, are on track to challenge for the title right at the beginning here in this sort of 500 record little mini tournament we got going on. Your next match will be against either Jake Marangoni or Nazario Montenegro. The two of them will be playing, and you will get the winner, sir. So thoughts on either, preferences? Take it away.
So, in terms of gameplay-wise, I have no preference. In terms of scheduling-wise, please give me Jake. I want to play at a logical time instead of Panama time. That's just weird.
Logical for you. I also would like Jake just because he's cool and he has a great first name and a great first initial of his last name. So always good to see him. It will be maybe a little disrespect meant to Nazario. It will be more of a challenge to play Jake Marangoni. He is a very good player. From what I understand, he also did pretty well in the last one standing. Somebody who I think has always been really underrated when it comes to fandom. So either way, I think I like your chances either way. And you're gonna get more. You're gonna be coming in with more sleep next time. If I were one of those two, I'd be shaking in my boots.
I would agree with that. Kaiser, great job today. Congratulations. We'll see you very shortly here as you continue on. So, Tim, why don't you go ahead and put a bow on it?
Yeah, great match. I mean, Mike, I think, I feel bad for the man, like being sick and still coming in and playing. I respect it. But also I agree with you. I think he still played well. He was shaking off the rust a little bit. It happens at the beginning of the season. Like you said, last year he went 2-0, playing someone like Kaiser, who did have that great showing in the last one standing. I think Mike has a good shot at turning in a really good season when we see him next. As for Kaiser, yeah, I don't fucking know, man. He's scary. Holy shit. That was spooky. And then Jake or Nazario, like, that's just going to be a loud match no matter what, with challenge flags flying like no other. So I look forward to it, but I kind of don't look forward to it. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to Jake and Kaiser. Thank you to Nick for writing this one. I've been Tim. We'll see you next time with another episode of Fandom Fights. Have a great night.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.